What's going on, guys? It's Gian. I talked about it in my draw video. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Why I do not carry appendix in the concealed. All right. I used to do it for a really long time, and there are some flaws about it that are somewhat problematic if you think about it in the long terms of I carry a weapon every single day. All right. One of those things is comfortability. Honestly, it's going to be a thing where guys are going to say, oh, it's not about being comfortable. It's about your Second Amendment rights. It's about this, that, and the third, blah, 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 blah. It's about being fast and accurate and blah, 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 blah. All that shit is garbage. If you're not comfortable, you're not going to carry it every single day. That's just how it is. Your body, if it becomes an annoyance to you, you're not going to do it. All right? There's a lot of disciplines that people have, all right? And they do them for the end state being whatever it is. But if you have to wake up every single day and every single time you leave the house, you are uncomfortable for the entirety of the day, you are not going to carry that thing that makes you uncomfortable. That's why I don't personally carry appendix. It's not that I'm bad at it. I'm great at it. I can do a bunch of things with it. But the problem for me is if I have to sit up, sit down, I have to constantly adjust my belts. I have to constantly shift because it's pinching my guts. And that's going to make you not want to carry. So where do I carry? I carry at the 4 o'clock position, right here on the side. There's another benefit to this, and I think it was GBRS that talked about it. And if you know anything about defensive tactics, if you've gone hands-on with people, if the majority of the time when you're carrying as a civilian, you're in within 3 to 5 feet, and most likely a fist fight is going to occur before you draw that weapon, unless the opposing person brandishes a weapon of some kind prior to, or it's like an active shooter event. You're in the mall and you're like, oh, it's time to be Superman kind of deal. And that shit's awesome. However, most of the time it's going to be a confrontation where a fist fight breaks out, most likely, or it's going to be a shoving match, or you're going to get tackled and taken to the ground. Things like that kind of matter when you're carrying a weapon, right? If I get into a fist fight with somebody and I immediately do one of these and they see a gun, guess what's going to happen? They're going to tackle me. And now I have no ability to get to that. His body's going to be on top of me. Say if we're fighting and I get against a wall, I have no room to do it. I can't play with any of that because he's in front of me. He's going to stop me from trying to break the garment, or if I do break the garment, now we're in a fight for the pistol. It's just not advantageous for me. Body types and all that kind of stuff matter. This is just why I do not carry appendix. I find the 3 to 4 more comfortable because I can sit down, I can maneuver, I always know it's there. I can just drop my arm and I can feel it. I always know it's there. It's not going anywhere. And if I get into an altercation in which I get tackled or whatever, they're not gonna immediately feel that. And I'm still gonna be able to work to my tools on the side. Even if we are in a fist fight, I can blade, I can push back, and I can still access my tool while having something to defend myself with. In the appendix, I can do one of these, but the minute I do this, that's where their eyes are going to go, no longer to this hand, to the one that's moving, because your eyes are attracted to what's moving, right? So the minute I do this and brandish and they see firearm, guess what's going to happen? They're going to break the ground, okay? The average human, God, I think they can break 21 feet in like a second and a half. I forget what the law enforcement standard was for the knife. I'm pretty sure it was 21 feet in like a second and a half. So most confrontations are happening at 3 to 5 feet within arm's length. The moment that brandishes, that tool is now for both people, because he's going to try to get to it if he doesn't have one of his own, because he's not going to let you use it. But if I blade, I can hide my intentions with what I'm doing. I can back up, I can gain space, and I can still access the tool. So if he does rush, I can do quick draw and I can bang, bang right here. And I can still have something to defend myself, if that makes sense. So guys, that's why I personally don't carry appendix. Different strokes for different folks, okay? I'm just trying to lay everything, all the knowledge out there for things that make sense, okay? Body types matter as well. It's going to hurt a lot of people's feelings, but if you're fat and you got a huge gut, you're not carrying appendix, brother. It's just not going to happen. All right. And if you do, that gun's going to be sticking 6 feet out in front of you and everyone's going to know you're carrying. So what's the point of concealed carry? All right. Body types matter. Comfortability matters, because if you're comfortable, you're going to carry it. And being able to access your tool without everybody seeing that you're accessing your tool also matters. Okay. If this helped you out, like, subscribe, go follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. Check out the Gray Sector merch that we are dropping. Peace.